Hello and welcome every single new Automata fan here on Furbens stream. It's once again Furbens and we are once again going with new Automata. It's getting kinda old, but this game is so long, really. I just really can't tell when is it going to end. So, but it is like the biggest possible run performed here, since we are doing all kinds of side quests and exploring, so we're not rushing storyline here, but instead we are discovering all these magnificent side quests which are totally badass and worth watching. So last time I skipped some side quests here, since they were requiring us to do lots of exploring on this desert, and I did this off stream, but I haven't finished the quest, so I have found a way according to the meme. So now we're going to just finish this troublesome quests. So here we are, reaching this guy. The last thing we found was a statue of a girl, and then there was a very hilarious turn of events. After I dig out that statue, some group of machines dressed as cowboys bandits appeared and wanted to fight, and they were kind of tough. So androids were kind of surprised and asked Pod about their clothes style, and Pod explained that people used to dress like this in during the Wild West era and stuff. So that was kind of weird. On your wedding day are carved on this statue. So is it over? Spear of the Usurper. Yeah, we have completed everything here, so we are done with this. So let us see that spear we have just received. Spear of the Usurper, a spear used by Princess Double to murder his liege. Okay. So once again, sad story. I can't believe this. Inactive sound. It's. I don't have to change it. Oh my god, what's happening in this game, really? Okay, so I still have a problem with reaching that area, and I might have actually want to. I might have to actually want to check out how to reach that spot, since this is the only spot for the photograph quests. Just let me check out the map here. Yeah, here it is, and I have no idea how to do this. Okay, so first we want to go there to get the possibly last flower for Emil, and then we'll check out his backstory. I believe his or hers. We don't even know the gender of this character. So I might want to check out this on the internet, because I really don't want to spend tons of hours looking for the proper way, since we are on the stream, and this is a rare thing for me to even need such outside help. And I am kinda bored with that desert setting already, so I would like to deal with every single quest over there, so we wouldn't like be forced to come back there. I want this moose to help me, so let's go. So in order to reach that spot, we need to enter this gap here. So this is what I expected, but I just didn't want to check this during that previous stream. So we're going basically here, and here's that secret tunnel, which will lead us to right into that spot where Emil's flower is awaiting us. Lunar tier. Just let me check out if I have even... Yeah, I have microphone on. Okay, so there is no fail in this area, fortunately. Okay, why these chests are locked? No idea. Project Gestalt Report 6, so this is pretty important. Why haven't I reached that earlier? Oddworld information. Mysterious lithograph 2. What are those? Okay, so this is probably the backstory of that desert civilization. Project Gestalt Report 6, April 1st, 2044. Today's committee meeting was cancelled due to absence of a majority of members. The contact network for urgent absences is to be confirmed at a later date. It's telling me nothing. I don't remember this. Or maybe we just already read that few streams ago. I don't even recall this. This game is just getting much more bigger and bigger. There is lots of stuff to unlock. Oh my god, this was so close. Okay, so all I need to do now is perform this one last jump here, and we made it. Here's the spot. We can see that there's that flower over there, but first I want to unlock this chest here. And Mysterious Lithograph 4, so let me check this one as well. Thou shalt not live on level ground. This rule has its origins in a tragic past. We Masked people originally inhabited the plains along the coast, but one day of our village was destroyed by a great wall of water. This rule is a valuable teaching that represents what our ancestors learned from that disaster. So this is like the set of rules. So let us have Emil here. And he reaches instantly. Okay. He was definitely a human before. He was definitely a human being. So, do we have any special deals with Emil? No, we don't. You can't even have any deals with him. Okay, so how do we leave this place? Here. Okay, so let me check out map once again. What else can we do? No, it's not that spot. Okay, so here are these three watchers. Here's a quest, Emil Memories, and this one here at the Funland. So we still haven't unlocked the Funlands 1. Okay, so before we leave the desert, I really would like to check out the resolution for that photograph quest. So just give me a minute, I'll check this on the internet. So we're going to have a little break here. I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. I am back after this very quick brief break, and it appears that reaching that section is much more simple than I actually anticipated. So honestly, I am kinda surprised that I haven't found this out for myself, but well, I was kinda too lazy, I guess. But to reach that spot, you just have to move around, and you eventually find a way. So I'm just checking microphone, so don't bother. And we are going to finish this photograph quest. So I hope that there will be no more important side quests on the desert area anymore. I don't want this. So I wish we could have some moose or boar here. It's kinda far away, so I'll just move to the oasis and find one of those big animals to help me out. And I still couldn't figure out how do you do this. It's like I'm running with R2, jumping. Maybe I have to simultaneously press X and R1. Most likely yes. Yeah, so did I just figure it out? Yeah, I believe I just figured it out. Yeah, wow. I actually figured that out. Just right now. Oh, and I don't remember this area. You're a soldier here. So here's someone selling these e-drugs. I want to sell some stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen that area, so I have discovered it's totally accidentally. Okay, so let us sell these junk items. There were not that many of these. Okay, so she's totally passed out. And another one. Okay, any chests here? Yeah, of course. So I believe we can find some of these lithographs here. No, just full recovery item. Anything else here to discover? I guess not. So, should I tell on these? Should I tell on them? Let me have the quick save here. And where's Pumba? Pumba, where are you? I can hear you. Okay, there you are. I need your help one last time. This is so ridiculous, the way this bird jumps. This is funny. Run, run, my friend, run. Lead us to our one last quest here in the desert. I hate this spot, I hate this place. It's so boring, there's nothing to visit here, really. Okay, so we are running towards that guy who gave us that relic quest, and we need to pass him by. So I am just running around this entire sandstorm, and oh, here we are. There's that palm over there, and this is pretty much it. So why haven't I reached that before? I have no idea. This is so much of a failure, if you ask me. But it appears that it's not that simple to reach that spot, so it's maybe over a little bit farther. I am trying to make my way through this, so I need to use this dash to make my way through this giant sandstorm. I actually want to use Scout here, since we might find something very rare. Gold ore. And here's that oasis. So this is the spot where we have to take this photograph, this picture. But for some reason, okay. So now we can return to the resistance camp. But here's another Yorha soldier hiding here. Maybe she's going to give us some quest here. But first I want to reach this here. Okay, so I really can't believe I could have missed this so easily. So let's check out additional lithograph. 3. Long ago an aged man threw out his bag after gazing upon a lizard in a jar. His young wife departed to call the doctor, only to vanish and never return. The surrounding villagers spread rumors of how she had fled, but the man paid them no heed, instead fiercely insisting that the lizard must be captured. So these are more like some legends? No idea. Okay, so look at this. According to the minimap, I am just moving outside the boundaries of the map. So I am just curious, but let me just talk to this girl here. Hello. Okay, so is that all? A flock of birds came to rest their wings here. I wonder if they instinctively knew how to escape the storm. It seems the time moves more slowly here. If you got nothing to do, why don't you try fishing? Everyone was settling down in the pond. Okay, so actually this is a good tip, since this spot here might like give us some very rare fish here. So let us fish a bit here. NieR is fishing in the same way as 2B, having this weird stool here. Ah, I blew it. Once again. Come on. Once more, come on, come on, come on. I am patient. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to do this entire stream, right? I have things to do. So come on, little fishy. Huh? 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on. Eh. Looks like... Okay, so I can actually throw pod away. You don't even have to cast it inside the... in the pond. And quickly turns back. So that looks hilarious. Okay, maybe this time. There's definitely something going on underneath the water. Wow! Okay, so... we were close, but that was some big fish and turn away. Come on, come on, come on. I don't have time for this. Let's be quiet. Fish can hear everything. It's like... it's like in that movie released in Poland recently. Fanatic about the fisher who's totally obsessed about fishing and stuff. So you try to, let's say, fart, that he would scold you and say that, hey, you shouldn't be farting at the pond since fish can hear you farting, and you could like scare them away. Okay, I know it sounds weird when I'm just whispering here, but I really want to catch some fish here. Come on! I don't have time for this. Okay, let us skip this. It's not worth. Okay, so I just want to check out what's going to happen if I really leave the boundaries here. Over there. So I'm trying my best, but looks like the sandstorm here makes it impossible to leave, so we will be just returning. So what do we have to do? Let me see. We need to return this quest, we need to talk to Engels once again. And this one here is still... there's going to something to happen with that guy who wanted to have family and created his artificial family. But we don't have any clues right now on how to trigger that part of the quest, so we are just leaving. These desert sections, they are the worst. Of course, some of these quests here were awesome, but overall it's very boring to just move on this entire big area and find nothing. So I can't see my boar anywhere. So we'll be moving towards that center here. This way. Oh no, suiciders. So let us just move away. Okay, so they just go off just upon hitting them once. But this scream is so intimidating, really. Intimidating. Okay, so first resistance camp will be returning the last photograph, and we shall find out what's going to happen with that girl who gave us this task. And I guess that something very sad is going to happen. It's going to be like, oh, I am used to be a machine and I am a human, I don't want to be human, blah blah blah, or my parents were killed, or I am an orphan, or definitely something very bad is going to happen, and this gets me really depressed sometimes when I'm playing this game. Oh, we have some mail from the command center, so let me check this out. Search order announcements. Recently a search order was issued for a Yorha member who was in possession of secret information chips. As this individual has since been found, the order is now withdrawn. As a further note, the member in question had been killed by a machine life form. However, our search team will still manage to recover the information chips. They also located the corpse of another resistance member nearby. We are currently investigating if the two issues are connected, so I guess this is probably the fate of that guy who created that android. Yeah, it's complete, updated. So eventually he was killed by a machine life form, or maybe by this android he constructed. So it's not stated directly, but we may assume some bad things. Okay, so talking to angles, one last flower for Emil, or two more, I guess. No, two more, but there's one more at the flooded city. Photographs and data on the odd words. So let us return the photographs quest here. This photo, I still can feel the intense heat beating down on me. Was I with someone? Now I remember. These aren't just photos, they are bits of data from my beloved. Of course. 8 years ago we were attacked by machines and fought a pitched battle. My love was killed, of course, and many of my memories were lost. This must have been his final message for me. Thank you. You have no idea what this means to me. I know it's not much, but please take this. They are always saying this. Okay, so yeah, another sad story. She had his beloved husband, whoever. This data is telling me that I need to continue on, and yet, what's the point of what? Of course, so... Every single these side quests have some kind of a message for us, and to make us think, and it's the point of living. And usually these songs are triggered after completing them. Okay, so three more quests. Data on the old world, Emil memories, and machine examination 2. So, what do I want to do now? I guess that I want to talk to Engels. So we are going to Engels. I'm very curious about him since he's so eager to talk with us and to share some valuable information with us. So I'm looking forward to find out what's other things he has to tell us. Maybe some jokes. Who knows? Maybe he now he knows some jokes. Who knows? Okay, so here we are. Thank you for visiting me previously. How are you? I am, as one says, trucking along. Does one actually say that? I've been reading through humanity's record to keep myself occupied. This has led me to a question. Shoot. What is night? Night. You must mean the cyclical cycle of light and dark that used to exist. The records mentioned that, did they? So there is no night in this game? Well, we haven't played anything at night, so maybe. The sun never leaves the sky anymore, but apparently it used to descend below the horizon for hours at a time. When that happened, it was like looking out of one of the bunker's windows. I didn't know that. I would like to see stars sometime. Wow, so he's weird. He's becoming weird. Okay, so another dialogue with Angus is complete, but the quest is not updated. Let me check this out. So I guess we need to move away. It's actually a sad story for him as well, since imagine being totally locked here, unable to move. He's totally handicapped and he cannot move anywhere. He is totally like forced to spend his entire life here at this particular spot. And as he states himself, he's very bored right now. So I guess we'll be now heading to the Pascal's village to give him some data we have recently got. I mean. Ah, there is still a single one. Okay, are we done? Yeah. So I'm kinda getting attached to this guy. He really wins my sympathy. Pascal and 2 flowers for Emil. That's what's left. Well, at least for now. Of course, we still might bump into some other quests which weren't available before. Who knows? So let us transport to Pascal's village first. We are going to talk to Pascal first. What time is it? Half hour of that stream already passed by and we have completed already 3 or 4 quests, so that's nice, that's nice. This makes me believe that we can actually try to finish this game today. Finish this second run, of course. But this is like very optimistic scenario. The more realistic one is going to be like we'll be very close to finishing, but not today. I just need to do something here. Okay. So let's ascend above to Pascal and let's talk to him. Thank you for this valuable information. Please take this as a reward. Okay, so there's nothing else for Pascal. So I guess that our next destination will be Funland. Here. I like these loading screens actually. They are like literally telling us what's what's being loaded. All systems green and stuff. So the immersion here is very high. So we are going for that flower, which I wanted to pick up much earlier, but for some reasons related to the other quest statuses, I couldn't do. Okay, so he's a shopper and... Okay, so he has some interesting stuff to sell us, so I want to purchase them. Okay, so every time we're going to need these... Okay, I really want to purchase some of these. They might come in handy, and some of them are pretty rare. Of course, as you can see, I have a bunch of them, but you never know. You never know. Okay, so once again, Emil will reach this spot in seconds. I have a feeling like I know this voice from some anime, probably.
その戦況は日々悪化していきました。僕は戦闘に勝利するために自己増殖したんです。
Multiple versions of myself.
敵の数も
So were you machine or were you human?
たくさんの仲間が命を落としました。もうずいぶん昔のことです。そうですか。エミールさんっていつから生きてるんですか？よくわかりません。戦うのに必要のない記憶だったから。探してくれてありがとうございます。別の場所を見つけたらまた教えてください。 Well, the last one is at the flooded city, but once we reach that spot, we'll be triggering that giant ocean battle. I believe. We shall see. Okay, so... But there's nothing else we can do, really. We want to talk to Engels once more, but... Let me just check this out. So, these guys here are still... They still don't interact with us. So, let's head to the Engels and let's check out if he actually has something else to say. So once we like finish this assignment with Engels, we will be prepared to go to the flooded city. So no, NieR city ruins center. Yeah, center. Oh, yes, come on. I have a feeling like we're getting very close to the ending, so I like this. I still have Horizon Zero Dawn to stream and some other ideas for streams, but let us finish NieR Automata. This is a great experience so far. The beginning was kinda boring, but as long as we're getting there. Okay, we have another mail, so I actually want to read this, but let us run away from these. So let me check out the mail. Way bored, I'm kinda bored out of my mind here, so how about swinging by the store? So this is just a spam mail from Emil. Wow, what's going on here? It looks terrible. Okay, I'm just going to pass by. I don't want to fight them. I just want to talk to this handsome guy over there. Okay, so it appears that we actually have to fight, or not? No. What's going on? You seem pretty low, even by machine standards. My lifespan's expiration period is drawing to a close. Oh, so is he going to die? Are you asking us to repair you? Because that's pretty selfish request. Do not repair me. Like I've been thinking about something. Do you remember when you spoke of sin? You were right to call it so. I killed many of your kind, killed androids beyond counting. It meant nothing while I was connected to the network, but now I understand. I know that anguish it has caused you. I must atone. Wait, are you... My existence is ending and I am dying. Please take my parts and use them elsewhere.
Feral androids. Wow, so Angelus is no more, and he felt bad for what he did. Even though he was just programmed to perform these commands and kill androids, he felt bad about this. So he was at least aware of this. Aware of what's good and bad. Fast cooldown 6 plus chip and max HP up 6 plus chip. This sounds really cool. Archive obtained, so I want to read these.
自分から死を選ぶなんて。
私たちも同じ。同じように大量の機械生命体を破壊してきた。もしそれが罪だと問われたら。
So once again, another sad ending for some characters in this game. Look at this, cleared quest 78%, so there are still going to be some quests, but not that many. Okay, so let's take a look here. As I can no longer move, I have nothing to do. Perhaps I will try what's called a journal. Where did machine life forms come from? We repeat a process of self-proliferation and repair. Am I my own existence? Or do we all encompass one sole existence? The aliens, our creators, are beings that conquer worlds and stars. Their behavior is exceedingly simple. They share one objective, and as such, there is never conflict between them. But what about machine life forms? What about us? Rain is falling, the bird stopped on my shoulder. I never tire of looking at our life on this planet. It will make my record of this bird protected data, so I do not lose it. Well, this is similar a bit to the character of Android 16 in Dragon Ball, who used to cherish wildlife. So, we are pretty much done with side quests so far. So the only one is the Emmy one, and we have to reach Flooded City in order to do this. So let us go where the mark has wants us to go. So before we do this, I try to talk to that single machine over there. Maybe he'll finally interact with us, but I don't really have such high hopes for this. Okay, so there's definitely no interaction. Okay, I can hack it. I exist this world. Okay, so actually hacking them was what we are supposed to do. Okay, did I just destroy him? That voice couldn't have been that machine's thoughts, right? We're seriously trying to figure out the meaning of existence. Machine life forms do not possess such thought routines. I'll try to hack him again. And it is impossible. No, actually it is. Okay, was I supposed to do this? I'm not sure. Maybe I have just made a big mistake. So let me just reach these other machines before we just wow, I did this somehow. Before we reach that Flooded City quest, I want to check out. These guys here. Come on. Do you really want to fight? Oh, you can actually attack with this jump. So that's cool. Okay, before I hack him, I just want to see, is there going to be any dialogue? Nope. To exist, I must be strong. Merely destroying life will not win me approval. My god, this is so deep. This is painful, so painful. I have a feeling like I'm triggering some special battle. So before we destroy him, I'll move to the last one and we shall see what's going to happen. Maybe destroying the first one was a big mistake, who knows. So the last one is on the top of that tower. So we are going to visit him soon, but first let us deal with these. Okay, I need to change the scanner to laser. Level 50, nice, I guess. I have no idea what's the level cap in this game. Okay, is it over? So let me change the pod program. Laser. These programs are supposed to be updated, but I haven't done this even once. So that's actually pretty weird. Okay, so this one. Of course we cannot talk to him, so let us hack him. Why we were born. Why is life so painful? Why won't anyone help me? I don't need this word. Wow. So even Ines took a damage out of this. Abnormalities detected in vital signs. Pulse rate nearing dangerous levels. We were created to fight. To eliminate all other and reside at the pinnacle of existence. Yet the battle rages eternal. Our cursed cycle of destruction and rebirth continues without end. None of us in this world are loved. Okay, so you're going to just jump down, right? To be expected. This game becomes even darker and darker with each side quest we complete. Come on. So let us find out what's going to happen with that last one, but he probably jumped already. I have no words, really. I have no words. I can see him on the... I can see him on the map. But who knows, maybe he's still... He's still there. I hope. Nope, not anymore. So... We even dealt with these mysterious guys, and... This was also very... disturbing. This game becomes very disturbing, really. So I guess this is really what people like about this game, all these existence things, and well, it kinda annoys me that young people are talking about that life is has no meaning, and we should all kill ourselves. This nihilist ways of life. Really, I used to be sad, of course, but this isn't a way. So, but I really can like understand why people appreciate these themes in this game. Well, we are of course talking about machine life forms, so we can assume that in the future, when this artificial intelligence will become something over our comprehension, there might be some issues like this. Let's imagine that you are just playing this game and for some reason Windows just closes your game and tells you, man, I don't want to live, goodbye, and your PC just explodes. This might happen. Okay, so we have another scene with Eve and Adam.
知識は人を豊かにするからデータで転送すれば済むだけだろう自分で読まないと心の中に入ってこないだ
So they are just reading books, which is actually, as Eve mentioned.
イブって女の名前って書いてあるけど俺たちの名前は
That's actually a good point here.
人間は名前を簡単に変えたりはしない自分の名前に誇りを持てイブ分かったよ姉ちゃんがそう言うならイブのままでいい子だなあ兄ちゃんなんだこれ読み終わったら遊びに行こうよきっとすごく楽しいと思うんだ構わないよでも本を読んだ後で本当にじゃあ俺頑張って読むよ頑張って読むからねあそうしろ
They are weird as well, and we still don't know their real motives. They are like educating themselves, but what for? So this is probably the part in which we'll be getting lots of new lore information, lots of these hidden cutscenes. So we may actually expect more of these. Pardon me. This is probably the first time I'm sneezing on. I'm sneezing on the stream. Really, I don't remember sneezing on the stream.
この辺りは前回の大戦争の時に地盤が破壊されてしまって町全体が沈下しつつあるんですよね。
Okay, we are dealing with them. So I hope that before we trigger that quest, we'll be able to at least find that flower. So we could finish the quest with Emil as fast as possible. Okay, so here it is. It's gone. Okay, so I want to take control over it. How do I ascend? I have no idea. And 2B is walking by. Okay, by pressing A.
and holding. This is actually a good way to scout our way through. Or maybe even reach some unreachable spots. Okay, so this one is gone as well. And accidentally I have discovered a new... Okay, so how do we reach that spot over there? We need that long jump. Okay, we are getting recovered over there. So there is a way to jump over there. I have seen this on internet. It's kinda tricky. You need to use this jump as well. But you can only use this once. Okay, so I guess I want to move... I want to throw myself as a first action, and then I might want to do these double jumps and these air dashes. Okay, I guess I'm very close. But this jump is really tricky. I guess I might want to change my chipset to have some higher jumps and stuff. Ah! Okay, so I don't need this one last attack. Okay, so this is kinda annoying that I'm getting recovered here. I wish I could be recovered a little closer, so I wouldn't have to move. So close. Or maybe there's other way? Well, there's that balcony over there, and it looks like they might want to... Ah! Okay, this is... that was actually my bad. How do I reach there? How do I reach these keys? Okay, I'll try once again. Ah, okay, that was totally terrible. Maybe 2B would jump better there, who knows? Okay, I have an idea. I might want to just use these attacks and then air dash as the last action. Okay, we are very close, so let me see if there are any chips to improve our jumping skills. So customize. Support. Maybe movement speed will somehow improve it. I can't see any chips related to jumps and stuff. Okay, well, I'll just scroll through entire set.
Maybe this is what we're looking for. I'm not sure. No, the evade, I guess... no, this is probably not it. Okay, that was bad order of actions. So, I'll just probably skip it. And there's probably more easy way to do this. No, wait, what the fuck? Okay, is it even possible? Yeah, it's still possible, so what happened? No, so there has to be other way, which I am not familiar with, or some other trick. So we'll just skip it for now. I'm not going to be figuring out right now. So let me just go back to our default chipset. And let us go further. We need to find that one last flower for Emil. And to finish this game.
防衛対象のミサイルを発見。
あれを守ればいいのか。
さっさと倒して
What is this?
入りましょう。
I don't remember seeing this before.
Android は風呂に入る必要はない。定期的な部品洗浄メンテナンスさえあれば問題ない。
Wow, that was close. Okay, these are actually difficult, so I might want to destroy him. Wow, what kind of weapon I'm using? Okay, so let me look for the flower, probably over there. Yeah, there it is, but there are still some machines to take care of. Okay, are we done? I
こ
guess.
れでこの辺りの機械生命体はおおむね排除できましたね。
So let me interact with this before we go further.
司令官。
君たちも知っての通り、我々が保有する空母が補給のために寄港予定だ。
Please let me do this before we go further, please.
交戦状態に入っている。すでに廃墟都市方面に駐留中の全ヨルハ部隊に連絡をしているが、君たちにも援護に参加してほしい。マップデータおよび飛行ユニットを転送する。以上。
No! Okay, let me do that quest first, please.
司令官。
Okay, so I guess
本当に人使
we
いが
have
荒いですよ
opportunity.
ね。
そういうことができる人じゃないとリーダーは務まらない。
なるほど。
Okay.
好き。
お待たせしました。
Okay, so we didn't even have to
伝えてすらいないの。
contact him.
エミールさん。
今僕は
え？
ありがとうございます。
Okay, so we learned nothing from that one last one.
大事な場所。
The last one.
それは彼にとってとても大事な
Him.
場所。
Who's
お礼に
him?
案内します。この鍵を使ってください。
Key. Elevator key. Okay, so
Is this going to give me the access to all these elevators with these lying machines who are self-destructing them?
ショッピングモールにある
In the shopping mall, okay.
鍵です。後でこの場所に来てください。すみません。
Okay, so this is going to be probably very important stuff. And actually I might want to go there first. So, but I'm not sure if I can just leave this place, so let's see. I am just leaving. We are going to that elevator first. Before we trigger that... Ah! Okay, so that was actually a bit better idea to make up for the for the way. Okay, so we are moving to that mysterious elevator. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm very intrigued by what lies beyond that elevator, and I'm curious what's going to happen if we leave this spot here without fighting. I'll just have my... Okay, we'll transport ourselves here, the forest, probably. Center... No, I actually want to go to the city near the tower. I hope I'm not going to... I'm not going to break the quest cycle. Let me check out the time. This time is still good. The first break will be very shortly, but there are still a few minutes. Okay, so the music is changed and it appears that everything is still fine. I'm just checking out how is this actually working, this supported jump. Okay, I want to just move away. I don't want to fight him. Leave me alone. I am busy.
ニールさんから渡された鍵はここのものですよね。
Okay, so can we use this key? And it's still coming, but we're inside the elevator. So what's going to happen? Is it going to be so leading us to some hidden fight or something? Who knows? Or maybe it's Emil's house. Okay, it looks awesome. Very MGS3 like-ish.
すごい。こんなに月の
Yeah,
涙が。
so these are these flowers Emil was collecting.
来てくれてありがとうございます。エミール、ここは僕がどうしても守りたかった大切な思い出の場所です。いえ、正確には僕だった人なのですが。
よくわからないな。詳しく教えて。
Okay, so there's going to be probably an explanation. Yeah.
大昔に兵器として
I
作
was
られま
created
した。
to be a weapon.
ありとあらゆる環境に適応し、殲滅するための兵器の一部として。
兵器だったのか。
エイリアンとの戦いが始まった時、僕は自己増殖による兵力増強を行いました。自己増殖？はい。僕は複製された無数の
Okay, so
エミールのうちの
Emil is actually a system, I guess.
僕たちは
And all these giant heads are
協力
probably
し合うことで
reminiscence of him.
なんとか防衛線を維持していました。しかし、そうやって何百何千とコピーされていくうちに僕たちの記憶は薄まっていったのです。ここはもともとのオリジナルのエミールが好きだった場所。ずーっと昔大好きな人たちと一緒に過ごした場所。辛いことも悲しいこともたくさんあったけれど、でもオリジナルにとってあの旅の記憶は本当に 本当に宝物だったんです。僕の記憶の中にもかすかな名残として残っています。
そのオリジナルってのはどこに？
It's a good
わか
question.
りません。僕らはそのあまりにも数が多くなってしまったので。
そうなんだ。
そして僕たちには決着しなければいけないことがある。え？ああ、そうだ。これまでのお礼にこれを渡そうと思ってたんです。
Oh, so you arrived just in time. So I am just learning about this entire
願いが叶う花だと言われているんですが
quest line here.
ありがとう。僕の方こそありがとうございます。
So I guess this flower is a
大切なものを思い出すことができました。
equipment part for 2B to
この
wear.
思い出があれば
Just like that blue ribbon.
一人でも頑張れます。
Wow, so many achievements right now. So thank you, but I just don't want this to be appearing here. Okay, so fortunately this bug didn't occur here.
おかげで大切なものを
But this is still... I still want to know more about Emil. This explanation is not enough for me. Oh, I was just a weapon and I was sad. So everything about this game became sad, really. It's the more side quests I complete, the more this game becomes sad, really. So there's even a pattern, so it's even becomes very predictable. You are doing some quest and oh, it's going to end up in a sad way, so... Okay, so let me check out the... no, it's not here. Items. Lunar Tear. Emil gave you this wearable lunar tear. Okay, even 9S can wear it. But I guess that it's going to fit to be much more better. Okay, so I believe that we are off to go. And I'll just have a quick take a look. Data on the old world, so I have no idea where to look for this, so this will probably be finished somewhere else. So let's just finish the entire quest line, the main quest line for NieR. So now we're going to have that ocean battle against that giant weird looking submarine stuff machine life form shit, and we might even finish the game today. Who knows? These flying units are waiting there for us. Wow, that was weird. But we still don't know anything about A2. The most important piece of information for me right now. I don't even care about Adam and Eve at this point. All I care about is A2. You don't make her a main character and give no information on her, really. It's like, imagine that you have the newest Star Wars movies and you have that Finn character and you know nothing about him, even though the merchant, the marketing materials are promoting him so badly. So I'll just pass them by and ignore them.
Okay, this one I actually want to destroy. No, no, please, please, no, no spoilers. I want to learn this from the game. I want to learn to find this out for myself. Screenplay. Does he perform screenplays? Really? That's kinda sad, I guess, but on the other hand, it's promo. Oh, that was too terrible, what I just done here. Okay, so, but on the other hand, it really promotes his other stuff, so... Well, I guess... I don't know much about Yoko Taro, so... But it appears that he's a little bit like Kojima in some ways. Okay, so why can't I mount? Oh, it was just the wrong side of the machine. Okay, so we already know what's going to happen here, but we still don't know what's been happening to 9S after he was split up with 2B. So this is one question that is going to be answered very shortly, very soon. And once again, there is a great opportunity to grind a level a bit, since all these machine life forms are easy to destroy, and they provide not a bad experience amount. Ugh. But I still hope that we are going to learn about her something in this game. Yeah, so I made sure that I'll have all my side quests completed by this point. Of course, I'm not sure if I have cleared everything. It's like I have still like 20% of quests to complete, and I might be just not aware of how to trigger them. So, but yeah, at this point, I have nothing else to do besides that all data stuff for Pascal, and I have no idea how to collect this. So. This is probably more related to just exploring the game world. Well, this is not a 100%. Okay, so I guess we are very close to. Let me just. I cannot check this out right now. So I have completed probably most of these quests so far available, so it's not that bad. If you could give me a feedback on the quality of the stream, since I've heard some mixed opinions on this. Some people say that the quality is good, some people say it's laggy and low FPS and stuff, so how about you? I won't be skipping this, since some of these cutscenes may play different. As with that initial Goliath battle. That was completely different experience when we were playing as 9S. Yeah, you should see like
regular gameplay.
こんな大きな敵どこに
And quality of these cutscenes in this PC port is so terrible. Look at this. This probably isn't supposed to be that. So yeah, it's like 0 FPS at this point. Terrible way of. I really wouldn't expect that cutscenes would be a issue. Well, at least they got their priorities well, since the gameplay is cool, but the other stuff might have some issues. So, well, it's still better to have well, better prepared gameplay than cutscenes, but in game like this, I want cutscenes to be fluent. But actually it doesn't happen that often. But it still happens. It's probably non-existing issue on console, as far as I know.
EMP 発生器って
具体的な座標をマップデータとして転送します。
EMP 発生器の位置を確認マップにマーク推奨 EMP 発
So I'm just take a look on the time, 10 minutes. So I guess we'll be done in 10 or maybe 15 minutes, and right after this entire battle we'll have a break. Just as usual, 2-3 minutes break. I'll be just turning off and on the stream again, so these YouTube videos wouldn't take so long. They are long anyway. 1 hour video of just a playthrough. Who will want to watch this? But I just want to archive this. Maybe in the future they might come in handy.
20年前に確認されたのが唯一の記録上陸後に超強力電磁波攻撃を敢行当時の戦闘では護衛部隊のレジスタンスが全滅
つまり上陸を阻止しな
I feel kinda invincible here.
その推論を指示
I don't know how come you can like lose here. Probably on higher difficulty levels. It is kinda easy to die here, but on these normal and easy ones, it's not a big issue here. You just like shoot everything in sight and watch how your experience. Oh, can I like hack this? But it's blocked, so. Let us just shoot this. I wasn't aware that you could actually hack during these flying sequences. So the first one is down, so there's 2 more probably.
妨害電磁波の消失を確認。衛星レーザー攻撃着弾します。
And this one is actually cool.
本体にも電磁波防壁があるのか
Yeah, you are right.
苦戦しているようだな夜派部隊北部 12C 防衛本部から派遣された傭兵部隊だ
It's more like
私は隊長の 4B ここは
you
我
should
々
be
に
like
任せろ
discussing some stuff, but now I'm just focused on the game.
2B ここは
Some multiplayer games are like more friendly to talk about some topics, off topics, I guess. And in most cases people are looking for these off topics, but well, you have to have a fan base first, so. Okay, so let's see what's actually NieR is going to be doing here.
So we just have to hack this machine. And this one, but this one might be actually difficult, or not. Is it done?
敵の外壁が分厚すぎてこの砲弾じゃ。
トゥビー、敵の内部に直接攻撃をするんです。
直接。
Okay, so they are going to split up very soon.
そうです。奴の口の中に砲弾を撃ち込んでやってください。
Really, these hacking sequences here are the most basic ones. I would expect some difficult ones. So that was actually weak, if you ask me. So now it's probably going to stand up. Well, I won't lie to you guys, this design of this enemy is very, very astonishing. Marvelous.
まずいですよ。ここを離脱しましょう。
大丈夫ですか、トビーさん。
Okay, so we have this one last phase of this battle. And I'm looking forward to see what was actually been happening to 9S during that absence in the first playthrough.
上陸した途端に暴走し、敵味方関係なく攻撃を始めたんです。が、結局我々も暴走を止めることができなくて、深海に投棄されたのですが、再び上陸を試みているようですね。そうか。
トゥビー、ちょっと思いついたことがあります。ここで怪獣を食い止めておいて
You really think that I'm reading this during these sequences here? Okay, so 9S is already doing his own task. So this is a new content here.
試してみます。コントロールを妨害されないよう敵の背面にある EMP 攻撃ユニットを破壊しておいてください。了解。
Just simple shooting game here. Nothing incredible. I'm doing everything I can to take down as many of these as possible. There might be some achievements to take every single one of them during the run. Okay, so here it is. And we'll be probably hacking.
発射。
So am I supposed to control this missile?
姿勢制御がこんなに重いなん
Yeah, I'm actually controlling this missile right now, or at least it looks like I am doing this, but yeah, I'm doing this. So that's looking cool. Let's just hit straight into its mouth, yeah. Take this. Or maybe should I say, eat this! I haven't finished Bayonetta 1, so I just played it for a bit and I disliked it very much. Of course, it doesn't mean it's a bad game, I just didn't like it. But thanks for a heads up here. Okay, once again this weird scene, and it's NieR talking, right? It's his voice, I guess.
その子はいい子になろうと頑張りました。でもその子はうまくいい子にはなれませんでした。その子はいらない子だと言われました。その子は深い海に捨てられました。深い海の中でその子は叫びます。お母さん、お母さん、お母さん。
Okay, another deep story. Okay, since you are here, Oja, I would like to ask you something, but just tell me yes or no. Is there any reason that 9S is the only male Yorha unit? Yes or no? This is all I want to know. Is there any explanation for this? Another pod talking here.
状況データの共有をすることでより効率的な作戦展開が可能と推測提案定期的な情報交換をポッド042とポッド153で行うこと
賛成提案の内容を妥当だと判断次の状況交換までに記録調整を行っておく
So this is like the second moment in which they are changing data. I'm not sure how is it affecting. Okay, so another hacking sequence. We don't know about what's been going on with 9S since that scene, so here are some explanations now. I find myself in a bizarre memory storage area stretching as far as I can see. It's a maze, it's a labyrinth, a massive interconnected network. I've never seen anything like it. It must have been created by the machines. So then, what am I doing here? I am 9S, that's all I can remember. Large portions of my memory may have been destroyed. What if I forget everything? My memories, myself, my... Okay, let's calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Just follow the emergency manual and execute the memory recovery program. The recovery program begins to fill in the blanks in my memory. They're like missing letters filling out of the word. Okay, but well, this might be true what you're talking about, but definitely every single one android besides 9S is modeled after female beings, right? Okay, so is it explained or not? Just yes or no? Debunker, 2B's plans, a colossal machine lifeform. Missile strike. Preservation mode was activated at the moment of the blast. It halted most of the safeties the network had in place. Okay, there was that side quest with that resistance member who created a machine to accompany him, and he was modeled after 9S. So okay, so once again, separate source material. Are these games or are these some, I don't know, interviews or some guides? I'm curious, what are these other source materials are? It took a while, but the recovery program managed to restore most of the memory functions. However, I still can't establish a link to my body. Well, I guess there's nothing else to but examine the surrounding memory space. Yeah, so it's very similar to Kingdom Hearts lore, which is explained mostly by these interviews with Tetsuya Nomura. So, and I guess that some of the Metal Gear Solid lore parts were explained also with Kojima by interviews. So, how come is that Japanese directors can't explain everything in their games and they have to like resort to these interviews to clarify some inconsistencies? Really, it's annoying actually. It's like they are too lazy to explain this in the game, or they have no idea, but it looks or sounds cool, so let's have this idea thrown without an explanation. So this is what I actually don't like about these Japanese RPG games, which you have to like read these interviews to find out what's actually going on in that world. So okay, but looks like it's just a Japanese thing. There's nothing to do with it, right? It looks like the machines gathered and stored a lot of info in here. It all seems pretty random at first, but on closer inspection I learned how it's all connected. There are a variety of entries, such as data on human history and philosophy. But what's really strange are the records of machines stored next to those. In the politics category are records of the machines' own governmental endeavors. Okay, that's interesting. They tried to all sorts of things: absolute monarchies, republic, democracies. And that wasn't all. They also engaged in other scholarly pursuits such as philosophy, mathematics, science and social criticism. It's like the network was copying every possible human behavior and discipline. Almost as if these machines were human beings. Come on, it's so obvious. At this point it's so obvious that okay. Okay, honestly I was supposed to have a break. So I guess we'll go with this. It's 8 minutes past the break time, so let's have a break. I'll be back in 2 minutes and we'll be continuing hacking these. So be sure to watch me in 2 minutes.